If anyone has any tips on how to not sleep like a raccoon in a dustbin, let go. Good morning and welcome to We're Getting Our Life Back Together, back on track before January. Before that new year, new me vibe kicks in, you know? Radical concept, getting it together beforehand. But the way I feel, I just know that I don't want to have to wait till the end of the year to like get that kick of motivation. Because yeah, I don't want the January reset. Like, I need this now. So this is going to be episode 1 of Project U, where we are just getting our life back together, girls. Like, just resetting the tone. Would you like to come out of my hair? We are going to be working on ourselves, becoming the healthiest, happiest version of us before waiting for January. You know, we're not just going to be slobs for the rest of the year and be like, we're just going to wait for January. We're not going to do that because we deserve more. But yeah, we're going to be doing this together, one chaotic morning at a time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not like, you know, from Japan or anything. Step 1 in my morning routine is always caffeine. But today we're making it green and wholesome. How does she look, girlies? I'm really not the best at making matcha. Like, I don't have a set or anything. And the electric whisk, I feel like, is just dishonoring it so much because that is ceremonial grade matcha. Would you believe it? I was lucky enough to get to go to Japan and yeah, picked up ceremonial grade matcha. And I only just opened it the other day, like a year after going, because before then I was just using the stuff that I actually bought here and it was low-key out of date. Like, it was giving Shrek Swamp, but I don't know, I'm just built like that. So I had to basically convince myself, it's time for the ceremonial grade. Because if you don't have necessarily a special day for the special thing or the thing that you see as special, then you just have to make the day special with the special thing. Is it just me though that like social media is just filled with posts around like, don't have your coffee first thing or don't have your caffeine fix first thing, it's, you know, awful for your hormones and your cortisol and everything, which if you come between me and my morning caffeine, it's not gonna end well for you, babe. But I will say, what I love about matcha is if I wake up feeling like a little bit anxious or I want like a little bit more of a slower energy release, I want a slower like caffeine fix. I don't want the coffee. For me, I'm like straight through me, like, you know, in more ways than one, girl. We're gonna leave that there. But I just feel like the energy immediately, whereas matcha is just like, it just feels like such a treat because the energy release is just a lot slower and a lot calmer and I just feel so wholesome having a matcha. With my coffee, I'm like, matcha, I'm like, am I better than everyone? And I also feel like the process of making it, although low-key this morning that was really stressful, I feel like it's just such a chance to just be mindful in the moment and, you know, make this beautiful drink for yourself, which I haven't even had a taste test. Still really hot. Still really hot. Yeah, just know right now. We are back in bed, but we're not going back to bed. I'm just like you, you're just like me. I am like you. I wake up and check my phone, and I will not lie about that. I mean, I've obviously decided that it's probably better for everyone around me if I wake up and don't check like social media, start scrolling, start falling down into like some content hole, I don't even know. However, I will check Pinterest. I just love it. I feel like it's such a better place to scroll based on my algorithm. Yeah. Oh, look, it's like a little blueberry bowl. That is so cute. I have like different boards, and now on Pinterest, when you open it, that matches actually heavy. Yeah, I just love it because you have boards on Pinterest, and then when you like open the app, you have different boards. I have my top 3 are unhinged self, pottery, and positive quotes. Let's go on positive quotes, and I'll read you guys some. Okay, so consistency is key. No, it really is. Like, that is the one thing that everyone sleeps on. Everyone thinks that there's some kind of big secret that they don't know, like how to lose body fat or how to build muscle or how to get your life together, and it is genuinely just like, obviously you got to be doing the right things, like there has to be some kind of structure and plan, but consistency. It's not that, you know, you can't do it, it's not that it's impossible for you, it's literally that you have to do it for long enough. Ooh, okay, this one's a big one for me. Be the energy you want to attract. Which, what energy do I give off? Yeah, I'd like to attract that back. Discipline is self-respect. Oh, I didn't show you it. Sorry. They're not like the most fun looking quotes. They're just like word quotes. But I feel like if you at school did like flashcards and things like that, this is my adult version of flashcards, where I just wake up and like the first things that I'm reading are so positive and so... Maybe you should do some English flashcards. They're just so positive and like nice to see first thing in the morning, rather than scrolling and, you know, my algorithm on TikTok is cats, and on Instagram it's, you know, mostly fitness and maybe some unhinged stuff sprinkled in. So yeah, discipline is self-respect, which I love that one, because discipline can sometimes sound like this really hard word, but actually it is a form of self-respect. You know, you're disciplined enough to clean your teeth every night and every morning, aren't you? I really hope you are. And if you're not, girl, like, I'm sending you teeth cleaning love. It is the bane of my life having to clean my teeth. I have really close together teeth. I have to floss everything, you know, it's long, but it's self-respect to myself, because I want teeth, period. Okay, let's do one more and then I have to start getting ready for the day. Ooh, that one's a good one, but I kind of want to show you a really good one. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Don't trip over what's behind you. How many things do we tell ourselves, like, you know, about the past, or things about the past come up, I don't know, like histories or even traumas, like things that just come up that you end up tripping yourself up with them. Like, maybe you've had a bad relationship with the gym or food or whatever it is, so you think that the future has to look like that, and it just doesn't. I definitely have my own versions of that, and I just love that. Don't trip over what's behind you. Let's take that energy into the day, girls. We get a fresh slate every second. We get a fresh slate. January is not the only fresh slate in our year. You can decide at any moment, no, I deserve better than this, and just, yeah, change it up and become a new you. And on that note, I'm so ready for the gym, so let's start getting ready. But I do need to finish this. I'm so English, like I would just leave this on the side and forget about it, but Japan, girls, Japan. It's nearly December, girl. I'm freezing. Can't just wear this. I'll die. Let's get ourselves a little bit ready for today. Yeah, it is December, which I don't know about you, but this year was probably the, you know what, I'm gonna get my microphone because that road is so noisy. Hello? Who's there? Okay, I'm hoping that that's save us because yeah, the road next to my apartment is so noisy. Yeah, it's already December, which, no, it's not. It's actually not. What day is it today? 23rd of November. It's officially the 23rd of November, which I'm starting this on like a random day because I just can. I have that power, you know? And so do you. I think it's so easy when it gets to this time of year to think like, oh, F it, like I'll just start when it gets to January, because, you know, December is going to be super social, there's going to be loads of, you know, like foodie occasions, and I'm not going to want to, you know, be good and all that rhetoric. I'm trying to work on my vocabulary, girlies, so let me know how I did. But actually, when this is a lifestyle, which it is for me, like, yeah, this is a lifestyle for me. I love the gym, I love, you know, healthy eating, I love looking after myself, but sometimes you can kind of lose touch with it all, you know, like life does get busy, and December will, you know, be busy for a lot of us. However, it doesn't have to mean like, oh, you're gonna eat like rubbish the whole month, or you're gonna, you know, miss every single workout and that kind of thing. I just think for me, that doesn't make me feel good. I'd rather keep doing what does make me feel good and make everything else balance around that. Because honestly, like, if you ever cross me when I am like not feeling good, you know, I've not looked after my body, I've not looked after my mind, like I can't function as a human being in our society. So, and it doesn't mean, you know, if you have a week off and you know, go gallivanting around the Christmas markets and everything, you know, it's not about that. I don't know that I want to do makeup right now. I just feel like all of my makeup, probably my brushes, are like breeding a new ecosystem. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you can't, you know, go to the Christmas markets and enjoy yourself and have, you know, the chocolate covered strawberries, or even a waffle. You know, it doesn't have to have strawberries in there to be #health. Health is just a case of finding a balance that nearly dropped that, that makes you feel good. And I think the biggest thing for me right now as to why I'm not feeling quote unquote good is my consistency. Like, I'm consistent, but it's not with the right things. I'm working out, I'm eating healthy, but the issue is that I have not been following my program, and I've not been like following my nutrition goals. And oh my god, I'm always fearful every time that I'm gonna cut all of my eyelashes off. So yeah, today is a case of new program, fresh mind, and I'm really excited because I just love these little check-ins with myself. And I think next year what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do them more like genuinely an actual review every probably 3 months, you know, the Q1 report of like, Tabs, how's life going? Why have you been not doing the dishwasher? Why do you not wear deodorant? Why do you literally stink? To see how you're doing. And another big one for me is the journaling. Like, I gave up on journaling so hard this year, and sometimes I think to myself, like, why did I have such a like certain energy when I was younger? Like, what was it? And I truly, sorry, I just hate you guys, I hope that wasn't loud. It was journaling. Like, truly it was journaling, because journaling is like programming your mind every single day. So that is definitely something that I really want to implement back into my morning routine. Sometimes my journaling is, or like my first step towards that is literally Pinterest, because it's not obviously the exact same as journaling. Like, that's not always checking in with yourself, but that kind of like rewiring your brain, where you wake up and the first thing you see is positive quotes, and the first thing you see is like motivation, and the first thing you see is a little mindset shift. Like, that's powerful, and don't underestimate how much of an impact that has on you day by day by day by day by day. Today's pre-workout meal is a banana cut up. I was gonna say banana nachos, you know, like when like people do like healthy recipes and they're like, banana nachos. It's like, no, they're not nachos. It's just a chopped banana. I just don't have the biggest appetite in the morning. I have a smaller pre-workout, and then when I come back from the gym, then like the hunger kicks in and I have a good old post-workout meal. But pre-workout, I just want carbs. But the gym we go to, we actually swapped recently, so it's a little bit further. So I added in the nuts to slow down the digestion. Okay, one last final like heart to heart before we get on with this gym session is that I think the biggest thing that I've done this year, or like not done, and I reflected on this yesterday as I could lie to you and say as I was journaling, but it was as I was actually scrolling my own Instagram. And I wasn't scrolling my own Instagram, like, I'm not that self-absorbed, I promise. I was like going through my saves and getting rid of them because I think it's taking up a lot of storage on my phone. And I was deleting, I'm shy when people walk past the camera, I'm only human. And I was going through and deleting like the things that I had saved, and I was finding lots of my own old content, and it was like this time sort of last year or the year before. And although like I'm not in the same place at all, I know I've progressed. A huge part of me thinks like, oh wow, like that feels like yesterday, and have I really soaked in the life in between? Have I really been present? Have I really reflected on the wins and like, you know, like worked through the lows? Because of course, you know, life is a roller coaster. We have our ups and downs. And I feel like I haven't. I feel like I haven't fully soaked in enough of life and been present, because I don't know about you, but I'm constantly thinking in the future. I'm constantly thinking like, what's the next thing? What's the next goal? What's the next thing on my list? And it's not even just that. It's not even just like the motivational adult stuff. It's the like, I have to put a wash on, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to this, I have to that, I have to call my mum, I have to, you know? And I think it's robbed me a little bit of just soaking in life. So that's like a big thing that I want to work on. So yeah, ask myself a bit more like, well, have I been present? Have I really like existed how I want to exist? Okay, this has gotten way too existential crisis for a Sunday. Oh my gosh, I actually couldn't do this any less. Okay, I know what some of you are probably thinking. Tabs, why are you at the gym on a Sunday? Do you not have a life? Firstly, next question. And secondly, this is the life hack that I desperately want to gatekeep, that Sundays at the gym, like no matter what gym I've been to, and I've been in a lot of gyms, okay? I've been around the block with gyms. Sundays are always so chill. And I love that. So there's nothing worse for me than getting all hyped up for the week and then getting to the gym and it just being chocker and you can't actually do your workout. So like for the longest time now, Sundays have been my first day like of the gym week. And obviously it's like the busyness, but then it's also that Sundays are just so chill for me. Like I have nothing like pressing, no deadlines, nobody, you know, needing me, nobody on my back, except the bar. The bar is on my back today because, did I mention? It's leg day. So let's get into it.
We just keep on walking, but never really getting nowhere. It's like we keep on talking, but never really saying nothing. On different sides, on different times, stuck in a ways we ain't changing. Can't read your mind, and I've really tried. You won't let me in like we're strangers. Say opposites, supposed to attract, but we both can tell it feels often. Should let it go, but somehow we fold, and it happens way too often. We're so different, we're so different. How can we ever agree, make it fit in? It's just like we're so different, we're so different. I don't quite understand you, you don't get me. It's just like we're blinded by different times, stuck in a ways we ain't changing. Can't read your mind and I've really tried. You won't let me in like we're strangers. Say opposites, supposed to attract, but we both can tell it feels often. Should let it go, but somehow we fold and it happens way too often. We're so different, we're so different. How could we ever agree, make it fit in? It's just like we're so different, we're so different. I don't quite understand you, you don't get me. It's just like it's just like we're act just like we're fine, but this just ain't it. But every time we try, we end up back here. No, we don't stand our ground, come back 'cause we're scared. On different sides, on different times, on different times. Can't read your mind, I've really tried. You won't let me in like we're strangers. Say opposites, supposed to attract, supposed to attract. Should let it go, but somehow we fold. It happens way too often. We're so different, we're so different. How could we ever agree, make it fit in? It's just like we're so different, we're so different. I don't quite understand you, you don't get me. It's just like we're so different, we're so different. How could we ever agree, make it fit in? It's just like we're so different, we're so different. I don't quite understand you, you don't get me. It's just like
If there's ever a moment where I think like I'm reminded of how pale I am, it is when I film on this camera in front of a window and then a dark background. Like, it do be giving Twilight, but I'm so grateful that I don't fake tan anymore. But that's a whole nother story that we'll get into another day. Leg day done. It was literally 4 exercises today. I just did a squat, a hip thrust, a kickback, and a leg extension. Just some key, hit the muscles I want to hit, get in, get out, and then some core. At the minute, something that's like not working well is when I do my cardio, when I do my core. Those are the 2 things I always skip, because on my upper body days, I would try and do core, and like doing a plank after doing an upper body day, it is just pas possible. Like, it's not easy. Same with doing like cardio that's usually lower body focused after legs was killing me off. So I've swapped it now. So now I'm trying to do my abs on my leg days when my upper body has strength, and then my cardio on my upper body days when my legs have strength, because I have been trying to do the Stairmaster a little bit recently, you know, kind of got up to 20 minutes. Yeah, but you'll hear more about that on another day. As your new best friend, which that was decided in this exact moment, I have a duty of care to tell you that, girl, you will never regret a workout. Honestly, like, exercise just makes you feel so good, and sometimes I'd be forgetting that, truly, even as a personal trainer. And this being, you know, a big part of my life, I do be forgetting that. And the second I get in the gym and I get lifting heavy, I'm reminded of how good it feels and how good it makes me feel and how it reminds me of who I am every single time. I need carbs. So to balance like my own training and getting content, because sometimes when I find getting content of my training, like in the moment, I just find it fries my brain. So what I tend to do is do my session, and then my lovely helper comes up, oh, you can see him in the mirror, to
Santa's little helper.
He comes up to basically get my content, but look what I just took of myself.
Holy.
You're fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, AI just replaced my job.
I think that's really, like, usually I can't get an angle, like, and I usually use my Apple Watch to see what I can see, to like help with what I can see, but
Found one of.
it's
So now you have ticked one box, so like one angle that you can shoot on your own. That's really good. You make it like 10, and you're a full-blown solo video. It's the hardest thing I've.
I just did a little 10-minute sauna. Actually turned into a bit more of a 15-minute sauna, hence the red face. Oh, gotta ouvrir le trunk. I wanted to talk in the sauna, but then a lady came in, and then it actually turned into a nice little chit chat. She was from America, and like we were just having a chit chat. So funny because I spoke to her in French, and then she like replied, and I was like, oh wait, you're like, that happens a lot. You'd actually not realize how much that happens, where I basically go to speak French to someone. I'll vlog Adam out. I go to speak French to someone, and then they reply in English or American, and then I'm like, wait, I'm an imposter too, like let's speak English. But I was going to say in the sauna that is something, like I said earlier about mindfulness, that is something that I really want to get into the habit of. However, I was a little bit unwell recently, so I had a little ear infection, and to be honest, yeah, I'm not going to play it down. It was pretty traumatic. And it is true what they say, that you've got 99 problems until you have a health problem, and then you only have one problem, girlies. So that is why we prioritize our health. I don't know if there's cables on the floor. No. That is why we prioritize our health. The sauna does have benefits for your health. However, I feel like it's so over-glorified, and one thing that I cannot... There's someone leaving now if you want that space. There's one thing that really gets to me, really grinds my gears, is like elitism with health. And you know, I'm so grateful I have access to a sauna, but you might not, you know? And there's been times in my gym journey where I haven't had a sauna in my gym, and it doesn't...
Pure Gym doesn't have a sauna? I was told they had a hammam. I was told they had a zero gravity room.
So yeah, people talk about it like boosting immunity and your metabolism and detoxifying, like all these buzzwords that get people's attention. And yeah, okay, maybe there is some research on these things, but often it's correlation and it's not causation. So someone that spends 10 minutes a day in the sauna is, you know, more likely to live longer or whatever. But it's not the sauna, it's that they are likely to be someone that is a relatively healthy person and, you know, looks after themselves in other ways, their diet, their exercise, their stress. And also with stress, the sauna is something where it's quiet, you sit in a hot room, you relax. It is supposed to be relaxing, which I can only do 10 minutes and then it's not too relaxing. And sometimes you get into like a conversation with someone in the sauna and you're like, I'm going to pass out, but I don't want to cut you off mid-sentence because I am English. And I would rather die than live with that. So yeah, it's relaxing and it's improving your circulation, like in the moment, because you're getting hot. But go for a walk, go do some cardio, like you will have similar benefits when it comes to circulation. So that was all I really wanted to say on that fact, was that, yeah, these things are like nice to have, and you know, they are nice to have, but they're not everything when it comes to looking after yourself. Should we go get a salad?
Stuck in this capsule for 418 years until Captain Marvel saved me from outer space. All I was hearing is the same sentence over.
I kept restarting this segment because I just couldn't word it eloquently. It's
honestly,
work in progress.
We were still in summer savings hour when we started.
Shut up! Yeah, it's close. No salad for me.
It's Sunday.
Well, that was very short-lived. It wasn't open because it's Sunday and we kind of forgot that nothing is open on a Sunday. But there is a Joe in the juice at the airport. Oh, not trying to dent your car, sir, but I do weigh a little bit thick. I want 10 of them. S'il vous plaît, je vais demander une Joe's plat. Oui, merci. Goods are required. I got a, well, if you heard me ordering and you understand a little bit of French, or more like Fringlish, English-French, then you'll know what I got. But I got just a Joe's Club, because Joe's Club in French is Joe's Club. So,
I mean,
Joe's Club.
technically no, it's in
Joe's
Joe and the
Club.
Jews, they call it Joe's Club. They just don't translate it. In
No,
French
that
it
was
would
the
be
joke. Adam, that was the joke.
Le
Mama.
Club de Joe.
That was the joke.
But how's that my joke? I would never make a joke like that.
No, that wasn't your joke. I said to Adam, I'm going to steal his joke. because he decided to be a little bit crazy and get a smoothie, a trust your gut smoothie, which the list of this, girls, you're gonna be rocketing to the moon. But the joke he said was,
honestly,
it's called trust your gut.
It's one ingredient away for just being a soup. It's like they added strawberry to it, but everything else is just
That's it. You're going in the soup.
a vintage soup, literally.
It's called trust your gut, and Adam was like, trust your gut? I trust my gut, I don't trust that drink. I thought that was quite funny, and I was going to use that in the vlog, but you're out with me, so. Oh, that's amazing!
Did you know that if you took cottage cheese?
No, do you know what? Once you get over it.
Once you get over the taste, the texture, the price, the color.
No, the colour's beautiful. No, do you know what? I'm really getting the chickpea milk. Okay, let me read out what was actually in that. You know what? I need
They
you
should
to
rebrand as Joe and the
please be
Middle
careful.
Eastern
Please be careful, because the lid is not lidding.
The smell is nice.
The smell was worse. Like it's not that bad. Like you do get the raspberry. Yeah, you do get the raspberry. And if Adam's saying it's alright because that man does not. Okay, in the Trust Your Gut smoothie, this is the functional shakes of Joe and the Juice, which I do love this. It's giving, you know, focus on gut. It's kefir, great for your gut, lots of pro and prebiotics. Fressis, which is strawberries. No, oh my gosh, raspberries. Why do I do that every time?
Because it is strawberry.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
Fraise.
Wait a minute. Framboise.
Remember, it's your first Duolingo lesson from 1992 when they taught you the difference between a horse and a strawberry.
Fibre booster, which, I don't know, fiber booster. I'm guessing that's some kind of powdered something, maybe flaxseed powder. Banane, which, comment if you know what banane is. What's banane? It's a banana. Puree de date, puree of date.
Date puree. It's actually a great drink.
Poudre de betterave.
Beetroot powder.
Oh, wow. Beetroot literally like reads as better rave.
Yeah, the other rave wasn't great.
And then lait de pois, which is the milk of the chickpea. Pea
Well,
milk.
we don't know if it's chickpea or if it's
Oh, you
green
can't-
peas or it's peas. It's just pea.
No, it's actually nice. I'm just getting raspberry, but you can just tell that there's like goodness in it, you know? It's giving goodness.